Good evening and welcome to Germantown High School. We are in the old gym. That is why you are going to have a very different look with Ron Gavinsky. I'm Ed Rowie. I'm wearing a Brewers jersey because Gary asked for it to be throwback old school game. Well, I have jerseys. It's a thing I do. And I asked him, I said Mark Fidrich. No. Ricky Henderson, no. Brewers, how about Brewers? Sure. Robin Yount, no. Paul Molitor, no. You got Hank Aaron? I said I do. So here we are in the powder blue. Why not? Well, I think we just talked about this Tuesday. We've got two fantastic teams going against each other. Germantown coming off an incredible emotional win, one that I think by all rights, I think if you gave Coach Stuve some truth serum, he would say we probably shouldn't have won that game, but that's a testament to how good that team is to come back in a game like that and win, taking on a DS team that we got a chance to watch last weekend, and they were led by seniors last year that are now gone, but this is still a really talented up-and-down team.
Correct. I agree with that statement.
So we expect a back-and-forth, up-and-down, full-court game. Are we going to get that, though?
I think we are, Coach. I don't know. As I said to you before, do you want to take the chance to run with Germantown, or do you want to control your fast breaks and play more of a half-court game?
And that's the decision that Coach Hendricks has to make. But at the same time, what does that say that before this game even tips off, that Germantown's going to dictate this tempo?
Correct. And, right, you want it. DS wants to dictate the tempo.
However, the fact that it's Coach Hendricks that has to make that decision. Do you want to run with Germantown or do you not want to run with Germantown? That is a credit to the Germantown program system and the way they do things, that the opponent, before they even play the game, as we saw Tuesday night, BC didn't want to run too often. They did their best, and they were out in that 1-3-1 and really threw Germantown for a loop. As don't hit the camera, don't hit the camera, don't hit the camera.
Ooh.
Didn't hit the camera.
Good job.
Good hustle. We had many bounces in there, and it didn't touch that camera, so that's a good thing. But that's a credit to Germantown and who they are. Well, let's face it, they're the number one team in the area. They're now the number one team in the state. DS is in the top 10. Again, let's change that tune. What will DS have to do to dictate the tempo?
What I think they're going to have to do is control their transition. And they have to play very good transition defense. They can't let Germantown get out and run.
Okay, so what do you have to do? Break that down in yeoman's terms.
Okay, in easy terms, you must always have at least one kid back, maybe two. So on offense, you're on the offense. The shot goes up. Instead of sending 4 kids to the glass, you send 2 or 3 and put a person back all the time. Now, that's what I would do.
If you're DS.
If I'm DS.
Okay.
I would send 2 kids to the glass, 2 people back, and assign one of them to pick Arnold up as soon as they can to kind of slow their transition down.
Do you get a turnstile at the scorer's table and just keep throwing bodies at Arnold to try to slow her down and use up 10, 15, 20 fouls?
I will tell you, when I was at Marquette High, Nicky Van Exel,
Nick the Quick.
Played in the NBA. We played St. Joe's
Yep.
in the state championship. Every
1990.
Every 2 minutes, Coach Nowak rotated a guy on Nicky. Nicky is the all-time leading WISA scorer of a championship game, except he didn't score a point in the 4th quarter. His legs were gone. Because
you made him work, and that's why I'm asking, is that what the thought, is that, so again, if you're the coach, is that what you're doing?
That's what I would do.
Okay.
You know.
And that's where we are. We are not here to say Coach Stuve should do this or Coach Hendricks should do that, or the other night when we were being, I don't want to say we were,
Boom.
You got to hustle. I know, right? Let's see. How cool is this? I'm moving this camera without having to move from my seat.
Awesome technology.
we were not critical of Coach Liebel. We were just saying if it was us, what we would do. We were not critical of Coach Stuve during that game, I don't feel. We were just saying what we would do. You've coached for, well, since the game was invented. I've coached for many, many moons as well. So you throw in all that. Oh.
And the thing about, Coach, it's easy for us to do it because we're not making that
Correct.
split-second decision on what to do and what not to do.
Well, whatever is decided by the coaches, we're going to find out. We're just about set for the anthem and the lineups. Stick around. You're watching GTV in the old gym. All right. Understand we had a quick hiccup. We are in the Germantown system. We think we're on the system, at least I should say. We think we've taken care of our problem from the other night. We sure as heck hope so, because we feel, I mean, just awful as to how that played out the other night. It was one of the best games on W7 in our history, and to have the hiccups that we had was just depressing. You don't have to duck. There's no camera working. You're good. All right, we're just about set. If you're wondering, Germantown is in the black road uniforms because they are the road team here in the old gym. With the COVID situation and the rules as they were, as Arnold goes to the hoop. DSHA cannot play at their, or practice at their gym. To the hoop, finishing left hand, nope, off the rim. Battled around, Paul's kill picks it up, she's gonna go shoot two. And somebody we talked about before the game, off air, that I felt was gonna be a key player tonight was Allie Tim, the number 22, the freshman. And 20 seconds into the game, she picks up her first foul.
Yep.
I've been really impressed by the way she plays. Paul's kills free throw off.
And this is a tough game for a freshman coach.
Right. This. Oh, but here, go play the number one team in the state. Go ahead. You know, and to get that first start, but
she missed both.
That's no different than a turnover. 3 chances at it, no points. There's Tim to the hoop, bounces around and down. So our first bucket of the night goes to the freshman. And again, this is what I felt. She was the key. And there's our answer. Germantown's running. Who's defending it and running with them? Is DS. Left hand. Paul's kill, no good. So she's off to a tough start. Love this tempo. Let's see how long it plays out. Tim, she's not shy. The freshman. A little strong on that one.
Ooh.
Acker saves it from going out of bounds. And a turnover.
Both teams look like they want to run, Coach.
A new addition to the evening. We have a clock camera. I don't have to sit here and tell you every second, literally every second. We've got the clock. We've got the scoreboard up and running. We hope you enjoy it. 3 on the way, long.
Lauren, ooh.
I think Nat's wanting to do over here. 3 on the way, no good. Going up and coming out with the rebound is Jarecki. Nothing there for Capper. These are two teams that know each other very well. I mean, other than Allie Tim, the rest, they played against each other last year and all played pretty big minutes. Ball batted out of bounds and off KK Arnold.
Well, Ellie plays on the Wisconsin Impact team, which has a lot of players from both teams in that program for AAU.
2 minutes in, 2 points. Curl, left hand layup, good. Alexa Jarecki with the left-hand layup, 4-0. This same thing happened the other night. Left hand, good, strong finish. Emily Wisner. And look at this, Coach. Germantown backing up, picking up at half court.
Yep.
So maybe they're just going to put the... So that's a surprise to us, I would say. Little runner.
Yeah,
offensive rebound, put back, 3.
Lauren DeStefis.
7 too early. Quick back the other way and a layup.
13, Natalie.
7-4. Coming off the curl, DeStefanis. Corner 3, Jarecki. Rattles around and down. 10-4.
I think in this game, Jarecki's really key. And she's having a good year so far, Coach.
All right, so can't see the clock, I'm being told. All right, well, we'll fix that. Next time out, we'll get that squared away. See if I can fix that now.
DSHA's ball.
You're right, it is behind the live. All right, thank you for noticing that. DS wins the tie-up. I can put it actually in the complete opposite corner. There we go. That should help. Okay. Tina, thank you. I got the other night we didn't have our messages. Very few were popping up. We had so many issues the other night, so many. But we're good now. So ooh, that was double dribble.
Yep.
Tim drives left, nothing there. And we should discuss the refs at some point. We have a fantastic crew. 3 on the way, no good. Look at DeStefanis from one end of the court to the other.
Great hustle.
Whoa.
Acker.
Deep 3, no good. Well, offensive rebound yet again. 3 on the way, no good. Capper rebound. And a tie up. Nope. Timeout. DS takes it.
30 seconds.
All right. Let's take a quick breath and we can kind of dictate where we're at here. Being told that KM leads at halftime at West 15-9.
Wow.
Trying to take the air out of the ball on that one. All right, so we are at the 13:42 mark. DS is the home team, winning 10-4. It is a home team for Divine Savior because of COVID. They are not allowed to gather in Milwaukee. So they have to do everything on the road. Their practices are on the road. Their games are on the road. So in most gyms, especially in a situation, well, I can't say most gyms, but in a situation like this where you have 2 gyms, take advantage of it. So Germantown, you would think they'd have some familiarity of playing in here. However, you don't practice in here. You practice in there. Should have asked Coach Stuve before the game, did you practice in the old gym to kind of get used to it? We should have asked.
Well, talking to Coach Stuve, I know the youth program uses this gym a lot.
Freshman right into the game. Kennedy Holmes. That's number 12. Has that one go off her knee. Another freshman Coach Hendricks really excited about. Germantown pushes. Paul's kill. Deflected out of bounds. Nice play by DeStefanis. So, yeah, this is new for us being in this gym because, at least on my end, Gary said he had done games in here. I had yet to do that. Ball out top to Paul's kill.
I coached 2 games in this gym.
So it's nice and small. I feel like we're in the middle of the play. Arnold jumper, rattles out. Ball batted around. Arnold rips it out of the hands of Jarecki and finishes. And a steal by Acker. Off the mark. Read the passing lane. She's mad at herself. She did a great job reading the passing lane, got the steal, and just overlay. Holmes, left side. Tim got in the lane, but has it stripped. Germantown pushes. That should be a charge. Oh,
a block.
They call a block. Boy, Emily Wisner got away with that one. I like the aggressiveness on her side.
Yep. First foul on Capper.
Boy, it looked like she had limbs growing, unless she was too high and she just went around her. That was complete kitty corner from where we are, so good opportunity for the refs to outshine us as per usual. Free throw up and good.
Better eyes than we have, Coach.
Well, especially standing next to the play.
Exactly.
So the scoreboard will move momentarily.
McNeil and...
So Gretchen McNeil checks in.
I think it's Paige, but I'm not sure.
Katie Pompu checks out. It's usually that's been the rotation, is 11 and 14 in, 22 and 23 out, but 22 is still on the floor. As she's shooting another free throw. Paulskill bats around. Nearly came away with that one. Instead, Capper rips it down.
It is 14.
Tim into the lane.
Trying to do too much.
Yep. And you have to wonder if she gets a quick break here. Just a reminder, hey, just play the game.
Right.
I mean, she's getting by that initial defender, but there's 2 others right there.
Correct.
And that's, let's see who's coming in there. Jarecki back, Capper out.
And Ellie's averaging 11.3 at the beginning of the season, so I'm sure she's thinking about scoring.
Full court pressure from DS. And there's a turnover. Jarecki corner 3. Got it!
He thinks you guys are having trouble broadcasting. So
okay.
Now the answer 3, no good.
Okay.
Offensive
I'll let
rebound,
him know.
Gretchen McNeil. In the lane, got it. Gretchen McNeil. Three on the way. No good. Arnold, another rebound. Love the tempo. Don't know if DS can do this all night, and this is where KK's at her best, and she finishes. Little surprise, no call there on Holmes, but it looked like she was almost just trying to get out of the way. But it also looked like she had caught some legs. 13-11.
Claire's in the game.
I'm sorry, Claire.
Yeah, Claire Curry.
Kennedy Holmes, runner, got it. The strength of the freshman shown there. Really like to see that. Good, strong move. Yeah, you got to alert to everybody that it's their names.
Right.
Oh, broke the pressure and just an overlay on McNeil's part.
But she got her own rebound, Coach.
Paige Robinson into the lane, cut off. Good defense there. Three, Acker, back iron. This is the start she had the other night. I think she comes out. Oh, Tim, three. No good.
It's a good shot.
Good box out by KK. Bats it out to Acker, who pushes. McNeil. Robinson, three. Got it. If you were with us over the weekend, we talked to Paige Robinson and talked about the threes that she's letting fly, and she said she worked on it all summer. She is confident in the shot, and it shows in her shooting this year. She's been aggressive with it. Good pass, Paul's kill. Not sure how Arnold found that seam, but she did.
Yep, she did. It was a good pass.
15-14, 10:33 first half. Hopefully you're enjoying this with us.
I think it's foul on Kennedy.
Yeah, they're not putting that up on the scoreboard, so you're going to have to really pay attention.
Good luck.
First free throw from Paul's kill is good. You can tell this is a running game just by the number of rebounds. Germantown already with 13 rebounds. Unofficially, of course.
Well, yes, but that's a lot of rebounds in the first 10 minutes of a game.
And on the other side, DS with 8. So Germantown is not a big team. How are they getting rebounds? They just flood the ball. Just flood to the ball. Doesn't matter who you are, where you are. Take away the outside, make sure you have somebody back. But if you're near the hoop, you are to swarm the ball. And teams haven't figured that out yet, or you just get in the flow of the game. You don't anticipate the minute you come down, as you've called them, gnats are going to be on you.
Right. And most players aren't used to
And there's a tie-up. KK just reaching in. I think something we should talk about is the foul situation. DSHA with 4. Germantown with 0, and that's been I don't want to say an issue, but it's something that has, been a part of Germantown's left-hand layup and good. That was too easy for Katie Pompu. That has been an issue
for Germantown.
They seem to get in foul trouble, especially Arnold and Acker, but nothing so far. And an 18-15 lead, 3 on the way. The game of runs known as basketball. As Pompu comes away with the rebound. Hess
nice pass.
Looking inside. Germantown doing a real nice job looking inside almost every possession. That your threes have been in the transition of the game, but in the flow, nothing forced.
Correct, Coach. I think that's got to be part of their offense. Push the ball, because if you watch them on their transition, the girl that flies, if she doesn't get the pass, she fills out to the 3.
McNeil to the hoop, blocked. Holmes comes away with the rebound.
Oop, foul on McNeil, it looks like.
But there you saw it. They come away with the ball and swarm, and it's a constant. Next, there it is. Acker checking in. Who gets a break for Germantown here? And that'll
Arnold.
be KK. So Arnold sits, 9:46 left first half. In the old gym. I love old gyms. I just love them. And I said it over the weekend. If and when Shorewood becomes a monster program, they could be unbeatable at home because that gym is so low. The ceiling's low and bleachers are on top of you, and it is so loud in there. One of the oldest gyms around, and it's so wonderful. Have you seen the bowling alley in there? It exists. It's really cool.
In the gym.
That's Sherwood. Shot off. Robinson rips down the rebound. McNeil crossed half court. Pass deflected, and now taken away.
In DS in
pushes.
transition.
3 off the mark.
Nice.
Capper comes away with it. Nothing there, and now Acker comes away with it and they push the other direction. And a turnover.
By
And
late.
a foul. Smart foul.
Yep.
It was going to be 2 points. Make them earn them.
Should be Acker. Lauren's a really good well, I don't want to jinx her. She's a good free throw shooter.
If you believe in that whole jinx thing,
I
come on,
agree.
you coached all these girls.
I know.
You can say it. That's the first point for DS.
Katie O'Brien in the game now.
In
Lauren's
almost 5 minutes.
Yep.
So a long drought.
Lauren's mom played in college, and her dad played at Marquette High. They were both very good athletes in their day. Probably still are.
You're right. So last year, 56% on free throws for DeStefanis.
Hit them both.
This year, she came into that trip to the line shooting 39%. Small
Ooh.
sample. It's early. Arnold. That's on the floor. That's a body.
On O'Brien.
I think Caitlin thought she could stay with her step for step. And it looked like she did. It looked like she almost got, chest up in front of her. She just didn't stand strong.
Caitlin O'Brien's a really, really good basketball athlete.
Got a chance to talk to Dad before the game.
Yep. As I told you, Dad played in the
Wisner
NFL.
to the hoop and finishes. So Dad finished and played in the NFL for the Bills.
Yep, and Mom never lost a track meet in college.
And then now you've got 2 great track athletes in Jaden and Caitlin.
Yeah, they're both. Jaden's at Notre Dame, running track at Notre Dame.
3, no good.
And Jaden's here.
And I'm sure Coach Lepresti's quite happy to have the O'Brien lineage continue. 8:30 left, first half, 2017, Germantown. In the old gym, we're throwing it back old school. Germantown is considered the road team in this game, in their road blacks. This might be our longest defensive stand for either team tonight. DeStefan is going right up against KK. O'Brien's shot, no good.
Rushed it.
Jarecki rebound.
Foul.
Jarecki's just a stronger player this year. You could see it in everything she's done. She's just stronger.
In the last telecast we had of DS, I said she's the most underrated kid, senior in the state. She's good.
And to the line she goes. Free throw rattles out. She was 4 for 4. I didn't jinx her.
I did. Sorry about that, Alexa. Her dad was a good athlete at Marquette High, too.
54% last year, so second one is good. So welcome to Father Night. We're getting a history, or Parent Night. Unintended, but we're getting the story of all the backgrounds. It's fantastic. It's great stuff. Share it all.
Exactly.
2018, under 8 minutes now. Oh, crossover. Arnold to the hoop and fouled.
O'Brien
what a
second.
quick move.
Yep.
And I believe I heard from the coaches in the crowd say every layup.
Yep.
Meaning you can do that every time down the floor. KK shooting 50%. She's already shot 26 free throws.
Last game she shot really well from the line.
Well, she finished with 31 the other night. So, not a bad night. And
No.
we should actually, I know we should go back and talk about that. So we know what happened. Jalen Acker hits this 3 at the buzzer. Everybody goes nuts. Of course, we had said at the beginning of the year we weren't sure if we were going to have a player of the game. Well, we obviously in a game like that we did.
Correct.
You go down, and you get Jalen, and she says, hold on, let me get KK. We're doing it together.
Without it, yep. That's true.
I mean, that's just that speaks volumes for the kids, for the program, for the community. It's just, that was awesome.
Right. I came back to you telling you that. I couldn't believe Acker did that because most kids just want it themselves, but she made sure.
In the lane, rattles out.
Jensen
Acker's
with a
going to pick
rebound.
it up as Mia Jensen comes away with the rebound.
Arnold's first.
Ah, shoot.
Uh-oh.
Nah, we're good. Gary gave me some homework, and it's just not working.
Well, doesn't Gary know that you're a teacher? That
Well-
you give the homework out?
I get all that. I'm just trying to make this. I want to have the GTV logo. That's what we're trying to do, is get that on the screen. He said all you got to do is boom, boom, and it's not working. The boom, boom is not working.
Well, the good thing is you got less than 24 hours to figure it out.
Well, he'll be producing tomorrow night.
Oh!
Ball batted around right to KK. She goes coast to coast.
Ooh.
And they're going
Ooh.
to get, yeah, she was moving. That's a
Yep.
right call. I know Coach Hendricks wanted to foul, but she was cut off. That foul was created, or the travel was created by the foul. That's a 7th team foul. Arnold will go back to the line.
Shooting 2.
So tomorrow night, Pewaukee, we get to go on the road. First road test. We're still in the same building, so it's not a road game. So Arnold misses the first one.
Right.
So we go on the road to Pewaukee.
Who's another very good team.
And who's another W7 favorite. We big fans of the Pirate program, so we get to go out there tomorrow night. And Gary will be both missed. Gary will be doing a game in the afternoon. And forgive me for not knowing exactly where. I think we've got. See, and that's what KK. That's what I'm not going to say KK. That's what players do. They make a mistake on one end. They make another mistake almost immediately. Now she's got 2.
That is correct, Coach.
You gotta. That's where you have to control those emotions, because now you just put your coach in a position. What do I do with her with 2 fouls and 7:10 left in the first half?
And as Stuvie has said to us on many times, he does it by feel of the game.
Kennedy Holmes left side, dribbles it off her foot, go the other way with it. Pompu, Wisner to the hoop, little floater, no good. Kennedy Holmes rebound. Good pass. Oh, an overlay.
That was a good
Pompu
pass.
comes away with it. Arnold. How did she get that pass in there? Paul's kill.
Good.
Drops it. Wow. How did she find that lane? 24-18, 6.5 left first half. But I don't have to say that. You see all that.
Right.
Shot no good. Great box out, Emily Wisner. Arnold, right side. She wanted to let it fly. Pompu after the handoff. Left hand, no good. Jarecki pushes it ahead.
To Jensen.
See, Coach now, he knows all these players just by look, so now he wants to start doing all this play-by-play.
Sorry about that, Coach.
No, it's all
nice
good.
pass.
Can Acker run it down? Nice hustle by Kennedy Holmes. Great job by the freshman. She's given good minutes. Saturday when we saw her, she was a little, it was early, and she was a little rattled early on, but and tonight she comes out first time she touches it, turns it over, but since then she's looked really good. We got a 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're watching GTV. Fun one. Back live on GTV at W7 Productions in the old gym in Germantown. As we approach the 5:45 mark, first half. Arnold to the hoop, left hand, good. You have to wonder if the timeout was called for that to clear up and let KK go one-on-one against the freshman. That's certainly what it looked like. Holmes to answer, rattled off. Paulskill hustles it down.
Oop, nice job.
Turnover number 5 for Germantown. Jarecki, 3 on the way from DeStefanis. No good on the opposite side. Allie Tim was all alone. There was nobody around Allie. I think she wants that one back. 26-18 our score. DS going through a scoring drought. Only 3 points in the past 9 minutes. Ball right side, Jarecki. No good. Arnold, her 6th rebound already.
Nice.
Arnold pitches it. Great pass by McNeil, and the Acker didn't like it. I think it was clogged by teammates. I don't think she realized who those legs were. Arnold, rhythm shot, no good. Pulling away the rebound is Claire Corey. Holmes cut off nicely by both 11 and 14, McNeil and Robinson.
Nice back cut. Oh,
Nope,
sorry about that,
taken
Coach.
away. That's all right. Acker was staying on the line. The ref missed it. Go the other way. Holmes finishes. Ooh. So sloppy possession both ways. Very sloppy for DS. Germantown, if you don't have it, just save it and set up your defense. Don't want to throw it away like that and give up 2 points.
Correct.
Too late now as we approach the 4-minute mark. 26-20. Acker to the hoop. Nothing there. Tim comes away with the rebound, but Robinson comes away with the ball. Ball batted around. It's what do we got for a call here? Is this going to be on McNeil?
It is.
Is that her 3rd?
Oh, 2nd.
Oh, okay. So maybe the last one was a ball that was batted out of bounds that they called on her.
Yep.
So a sloppy minute or so. Came out of the timeout. Dribble handoff for KK to go one-on-one. She finished. Then a sloppy DS position ended up with 2 points when Acker, trying to save it, threw it into the arms of Kennedy Holmes, who laid it in.
It's out of bounds, Coach.
They are saying, okay, so it was a foul, only the 6th team. All right, 3:48 left, 26-20. Holmes nearly stolen, and it is stolen. Great play by Paige Robinson. Each team now with 6 turnovers. Arnold to the hoop. And can't finish. Holmes comes away with it. She pushes. Splits the defense and finishes. Good, strong move. Wow. Arnold crossing the timeline. To the hoop and finishes. Too easy. I'll put you on mute. You're good, Coach. Perfectly timed timeout. Let Coach G get himself together. We'll take it with him. Love the pace, though. You're watching GTV, a W7 production.
She's a talker. She'll talk your ear off, but she's also one of the nicest kids all summer. Always a kind word for everybody. Doesn't matter if she's playing good or bad. A golfer is supposed to put a marking on their golf ball. A lot of kids will put a dot here, a blue dot here, a red dot there. Eleanor's marking of her golf ball. She draws a smiley face on it.
Bouncing all around here. Sorry about that. We're back live on GTV. Seeing some freezing issues. I hope this doesn't continue. Oh, man. And we're on their system. That we should be free and clear. Ball batted around. Oh, camera operator up on top. If you lose it, DS, thank you so much for helping out. You said that was, oh, we got a turnover. That is Casey. Yep. Arnold coast to coast and finishing. No, I am not seeing the freezing anymore. Let's hope that's cleared up. Boy, I hope. Tim, 3, no good. Arnold tries to save it, but is standing out of bounds, which tries. Good effort. Best photographer in the business. .235 left, 30-22, 8-point lead for Germantown. Holmes to the hoop and finishes. Boy, I don't know, G. She's really getting comfortable, and that means trouble for the GMC.
Yep. She's playing much more physical than she was before.
Yeah, every time she's attacking, she's going through bodies. 2-minute mark is upon us, 30-24. Germantown. Oh, up and under! KK with a little shake and bake. And it looks like that's all the offense is right now for Germantown. Shot off the mark, Acker. Her 6th rebound. To the hoop, no good. Holmes rebounds. Sorry if I threw that at you. I'm trying to move wires. Holmes, drive, kick. O'Brien 3, no good. Great box out by Acker, but could not come up with it. Tim finishes. She had a great box out, but unable to come up with the ball. Now a full timeout for DS. Okay, we're going to stay here because I want to know what you're the coach. You've seen what they've done offensively. With 1:29 left first half, it seems like the last 4, 5, 6 possessions, the offense has been everybody get the heck out of the way. KK's going one-on-one. Is that what this timeout is?
For DS?
Yes.
I would say he's saying that you got to keep her in front of her.
Are they going
He
to?
hasn't hit a shot from the outside yet.
Okay, so, but you know what they're doing. Are we going to collapse and not say a zone so much, but have them basically in the lane until she drives and kicks and then going out and defending? Or how are they going to defend, stop this penetration that KK has shown every time?
I think you got to do it from the top. Because
So
DS runs a 5-out. So the 2 top people need to pinch more to the middle, I would, because then you have a chance to close out there. If you close out from the bottom and they kick it to the corner, you're sunk to the basket as a defensive person. On a wing, you have, at least you can sink to, you go to the elbow, then you got a chance to recover to a wing. But if you come from the bottom.
All right, there it is. You got 2. There's, but she's just too fast. It rolls off.
Yep.
She's just too quick. And that allowed Pompu to come away with the rebound. Boy, oh boy. Arnold.
They're helping from the bottom.
Which means she's getting too much steam before they help. All those possessions, but they couldn't come away with the hoop. They're going to call a foul. Oh, looked like a jump ball. And Jalen Acker's dad. Her dad, he came out to let the referees know what he thought of the call. DeStephanis free throw, good. That looked to be a jump ball situation, but from our angle, correct. Second one is good, so 2 free throws good for DeStephanis. The lead's 4. Let's see how they play it this time. So what coach is saying is the defense is not helping until she's too far in. Just too easy, yeah. So instead of having your wings coming out to help, the 2 closest up top, they are waiting and letting the two down come out to help. And by that time, she's just got too much steam inside. Turn around in the lane, no good.
On the other part of that, Coach, is I don't know if I'd want to be in KK's face. I think I'd be for
Sag.
Exactly.
Yep, continue to sag.
and say, beat me from the outside because I'm not going to let you go to the lane to the basket all the time. But again, that's not my call.
Right. So if you're wondering what in the world's going on, there was Emily Wisner going to the line. Bonus free throws as Mia Jensen climbed her back to get to the ball. And that's a no-no, Mia. Can't do that.
And in this conference, the only person, and this is my opinion, CJ's probably the only person that can keep Arnold in front of her.
And she had 31 the other nights against that same player. Now they weren't matched up so much. Looked like Holmes might have walked with that one. And that was the collective groan in the crowd that you may have heard. That's what that was in regard to. You see the time. DeStephanis, right side, dribble handoff O'Brien. Just a little dribble weave. Jensen cut off. Clock ticking down. 3 on the way. DeStephanis, no good. Good box out, but Jensen's too big. At the buzzer, DeStephanis, and it rolls off. So Jensen gave him the extra chance. DeStephanis, great attack, just overlaid. Whew, that was a fun first half.
It is.
Our score at halftime. Germantown, the road team, 35. DSHA, 28. You're watching GTV, a W7 Productions.
GTV on W7 is your home for Germantown High School girls athletics, golf, volleyball, basketball, softball. It's all on W7.
You got it, dude.
W7 Live, we are back with our player of the match. It is Lauren DeStefanis from DSHA. Lauren, nice job tonight.
Hi, thank you.
LD, we talked about this off camera. You guys seem to be kind of peaking right now, and because you kind of got off to a slow start, maybe been under the radar a little bit, but you guys seem to be hitting your stride now. I mean, what's going on with this team right now?
Yeah, for sure. Our team chemistry has been getting so much better on the court and off the court. We're able to work really well together as a team, and now that we know each other as players, like, it's really coming together.
Yeah, and then
We're back. Germantown High School in the old gym on GTV. In the old gym because DSHA cannot have any mass gatherings, it being in Milwaukee County. However, we're in Washington County, so tonight they are the home team in the old gym of Germantown. Next time these two teams play, we'll be back in the main gym. Germantown back in their customary home whites. For tonight, they're in their road blacks and up 35-28. Your thoughts on the first half?
a lot of what we thought about. Both teams are running their fast break transition games. The two freshmen for DS have done some really good things in a big game like this. And for freshmen to play as well as they have in the first half, if I'm Coach Hendricks, I'm happy, very delighted.
Well, they did the second half of the. Alexa Drecke came out scoring for them. DeStephanis came out scoring for them. Then the scoring, they went in about 9 minutes and scored 3 points. Then the freshmen kicked in and they scored the remaining points.
Right.
Not all of them, of course, but
No,
the
and
point is there's a trap, they get through it, and a travel. So, quick recap, 7-point game. Rebounds dominated by Germantown. We had 3 ties, 2 lead changes. That was the 8th turnover of the night for DS, and same offense. KK going one-on-one, unable to finish. Getting on the floor is the whiz kid, and we've got a tie-up.
But again, she got to the basket, Coach. And I'm going to say this to the end of this game. You got to keep her in front of you.
Until they stop it.
Can't let her get to the basket.
Until they stop it, you don't change it.
Correct.
Lob over the top. Paul's kill, has it swatted. Get it out of here. Mia Jensen says, get that noise out of here.
Yep, not in my house. She's not
for
in her
tonight
house.
it is.
It is, yes.
They are in their home whites. Back into Paul's kill. Great defensive play. They're going to get a jump ball. Capper. Looked like Paul's kill had it on her hip, and as she went up with it, Capper just pinned it on her. It's 30 seconds into the second half, no scoring. DeStephanis, kick out, Jarecki, no good. Hustle rebound, Tim, tie up, third tie up.
Foul.
Foul called, not a tie up. This is going to be key.
On Katie.
Her second.
That's correct, Coach.
So Pompu has 2. Acker has 2. Arnold has 2. 3 off, Pulse kill rebound. Unofficially her 4th rebound to the hoop. Get it out of here, Jensen's second block.
Nice pass.
Capper, a little too high. Good read, just a little too tall.
Jensen with her second block, Coach.
But there it is, going one-on-one, fouled, roll, no hoop. So DeStephanis,
Her first.
now she's been given the duty of try to slow her down.
Right, and she did. She played off of Arnold, and Arnold still got to the rack.
Well, I think what that does is gives her the full head of steam that she just desires, and once she gets under that volleyball line that you see across the lane, you're not stopping her.
Correct.
First point of the half comes from KK Arnold.
And the sad part is, if you can't run a player, leave one of Germantown's players a double Arnold, because they got a lot of kids that can shoot the 3.
Well, they're going to have to change it up because right now KK is dominating. Those were her 17th and 18th points of the night. And Germantown has their largest lead at 9. Block. Call it a turnover. KK drops it off and foul. Paul's kill is fouled by Allie Tim. Her second.
Team second.
And right away, Kennedy Holmes off the bench. And this will be just as much for the scoring as it is her defenses. She has really done a nice job getting to the hoop.
Yeah, she's done a lot of, as the coach would say, dirty things, meaning she's playing hard. She's getting on the floor, chasing balls down.
Second one good. So freshman for freshman, Holmes for Tim, 10-point lead now, 38-28. 90 seconds into the second half in the old gym on GTV. Inside, Jensen.
Capper.
Kick out, Capper. Good! She hits the three. DS needed that. We're talking about KK and slowing her down. I think 18-footer, no good. Acker, offensive rebound. No good as it rolls off. Capper puts it down immediately, and that gets her in trouble, and Acker gets the steal.
Oh, he's got it. He's got a foul. His whistle didn't go. Acker's determined to score, Coach.
That's where I was going with this is we could say we want with KK having 18 points, but at this point, Jalen Acker is scoreless, and you can see the frustration. She is mad at herself right now, but she's stepping to the line, and this is where it's been a bugaboo for her. Bugaboo being the technical term, of course.
I like that word.
Yeah, why not? Free
Nope.
throw, no good. And it is definitely something she's thinking about. Last year, a 69% free throw shooter. This year, coming into the night, tonight, 31%. And they both roll off, and the frustration continues for both her and Coach Stuve. Great defense, and Capper just threw it out top and ended up in Holmes' arms. Jensen loses it. Acker gets on the floor.
Timeout. Nope.
Nope, gets away.
Oh, nice pass.
Arnold
Nice
to
lead
Paul's
pass.
kill. Finish. As great a pass that was for KK, great job by Acker to maintain possession while seated.
Correct.
She didn't try to get up. She just kept going back and forth, but now she picks up her third. And there's definite frustration in Jalen Acker right now.
But again, Kennedy took the ball to the rack.
And that has been the strength of the DS offense tonight. Kennedy Holmes getting to the hoop.
Yep.
And you have to wonder as she's sitting, and even when she's playing defense, when she's watching KK do it, I'm sure she's saying, I can do that. And that's pretty much how it's been.
Correct.
Gretchen McNeil sprints to the table. Who does she get? I'm going to guess Acker. Nope.
Nope.
Going to leave Acker out there. It's Katie Pompu. So McNeil for Pompu. Coach Suve electing to keep Acker on the floor. 15-18 left. She's got 3 fouls. Free throw off.
Ooh, not a blockout.
No blockout. Guess that was a theme in the Wisconsin-Marquette game tonight. DeStefanis, got to be careful. Off her knee. It's not a kick per se, but nonetheless, we'll reset it.
It is if he calls it.
15-minute mark, second half. The lead's been as big as 10 for Germantown. Good defense from Paul's kill. Did it lead to a steal? No, led to a lot of hands getting.
Yep.
That's on the opposite end of where we are. We are in the corner opposite of where the ball is right now. Sure, when they swing the camera back the other way, you can see that. Dribble handoff to Stefanis. Capper 3. Got it. She just sat waiting, catch and shoot, and the lead's down to 6. Arnold, no foul call. A little surprise there. Arnold rolling with it, no call. All right, so foul not called, now the roll not called. Acker 3, no good. Arnold stepped out of bounds, hustling after it. 14-18 left in this one, the lead down to 6. Acker's got to be careful with 3 of them.
Lauren DeStefis has done a lot of little things so far this second half.
That's a travel, yeah. As you say that.
Sorry,
well, that's a little.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, it's a little thing, but it's a little bad thing there.
Yeah.
Great job defensively for Germantown. Full court pressure for DS. They get a chance to set it up, and it immediately leads to a steal.
Capper for 3, Coach.
Capper no good. Ball batted around, ends up in McNeil's arms.
Oop, another
And she
turnover.
throws it away. Getting sloppy. Holmes, drive, kick, 3, good. DS doing what DS does, and that is not go away. They just stay with you and stay with you. They may fall behind, but they will not go away. And it's going to be out of bounds off Germantown, so some sloppy possessions for Germantown. And we've got a timeout on the floor.
Full for Germantown.
Full timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're watching GTV at WC.
GTV on W7 is your home for Germantown High School girls athletics, golf, volleyball, basketball, softball. It's all on W7.
You got it, dude.
Back live in the old gym at Germantown High School. 10-point lead has been cut to 3 by Divine Savior. And it's been their defense that has really picked up. They have continued to pressure. The other storyline, Germantown, Jalen Acker has 3 fouls. She's also been held scoreless. So frustrating night so far for Jalen Acker on both ends. You know what? That's sports. Tuesday night, she hit the high of highs. Game winner. She's on the news that night, the next morning, I should say. Now she's having a tough night. Pass. Nobody home. Looked like a design play and missed somebody.
Yep.
So Arnold crossing timeline. Drive. Rolls off. Wisner.
The refs
Getting
are
on the
leading
floor.
them.
Pompu. I think that's Katie. Nope.
Yep.
Whiz Kid. Sorry. Wrong again. Paul's kill. We'll get it.
The refs are leaving them play. That's a good thing. From our
Especially
advantage.
if you're Jalen Acker with 3 fouls.
Right. Same out of bounds play they ran to win the game. Oh, nice back cut.
Jalen going one-on-one, gets in the lane, kicks it out. 3 on the way, no good. Paul's kill, another offensive rebound. And they're going to say she walked with it. So 5-second half free throws. Turnovers for Germantown. A little sloppy, but yet DS has turned it over 7 times this half. So some sloppy basketball. I don't think that's unusual, though, with 2 teams that push like this.
Right. And you got to give both teams defense
Correct.
credit.
Yep. Holmes no good.
She got
Gets
her own
offensive
rebound.
and finishes. Kennedy Holmes. She gets her own rebound. She finishes. That's her 6th rebound of the night. And has a chance now to tie this one. Karina Murphy checking in.
I didn't get the foul, Coach.
Yeah, that's because some guy was talking.
No. They're not putting anything up on their board.
No, makes it a challenge. Free throws good. We're even. So one time being down 10, now we're back to even. DS on a 12-2 run.
Oh, unlucky. That should be Brian's 3rd.
Is that who that it is? Okay.
She did the right thing, just.
And you could see and maybe even hear Coach Hendricks saying, you got there, you got to keep your hands up.
Correct.
KK into the lane, but there's
Nice.
bodies there, but kick out, no good. Offensive rebound, and they're going to say a double dribble on Acker's part. And the frustrating night continues for Jay. 40 apiece.
You just got to play.
Holmes, drive, kick. Murphy falls. That's going to be a travel. Great job, great position, defense right there by Paige Robinson. So our sloppy second half continues. And this game is slowed to a crawl. Still 12:05 remaining. Acker across the timeline. When you double team, somebody's open. Germantown thus far has been able to find them. Arnold. Ooh. Didn't see a foul on that one, but KK will take it and go to the line.
I was thinking, Coach, these teams got to play each other again, and then they might see each other in the tournament.
Familiarity will definitely be the theme, I think, at that point.
Well, and I think it's an advantage somewhat to DSHA because they're playing every game away.
That's a really, really good point. You know, they've been talking about that with the NFL. You know, you got to go on the road and win on the road in the playoffs. Well, won't be a challenge with no fans.
And I'm not saying this is going to happen, but the year that we went to state with Enrique, that's the year they were building the gym.
Yep, that's
and
right.
And we played every game on our own.
Yes.
And in a tournament, that came out to help.
Now, how much of that wears on you as the season? Arnold finishes. How much of that wears on you as you have to travel a half hour every day for practice? You're practicing at 6 a.m. every day. Good backdoor.
KDO.
Clean up? No, Murphy's going to clean that mess up. Krina. Left side to Arnold. Lob ahead, Acker. Murphy flash, nothing there. Robinson right side.
On your answer about how much is that?
Acker to the hoop and fouled.
That's Acker's fourth.
Nope, Acker got fouled. You're
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh, the Steph is foul there.
Right now that hoop looks like the size of a penny.
Yep. I was going to say, Coach, what it hurts with high school kids is if you're practicing you got to drive a half an hour one way, you still got to come home and do homework. And you start staying up to 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, 4 or 5 days a week, that puts a...
Right, and that might be where the hybrid, virtual, online, whatever they're doing, may come in play. Don't have to get up to go to school. Acker. The stroke is there, Jay. Hang on.
Exactly.
Just hang in there. You keep shooting it. As she nails that second one, had to feel good. Got a little extra step in her defense. Just don't want to pick up that fourth. Nice one-on-one game right there.
Capper didn't have a point at all in the first half and has 8 now.
And that was a great one-on-one battle, and she took it to the hoop and finished on Acker. 45-42, 10:35 remaining. Arnold, too easy. Just too easy, I'm sorry. Doesn't matter who the defense is. Ball deflected by Acker. What do we have for a call? Oh, well, we were blocked. I'm not going to say that was a foul or wasn't a foul. We were definitely blocked. You were writing. We're just going to, okay, shake our head and say, yep, foul called. But the referees in the crowd did not like it. Wide open three. Mia Jensen, she had enough time to think about it. Should I? Should I not? Oh, what the heck? Let me square up and knock it down. And it's a 2-point game turnover. And going to line will be Allie Tim with, again, a chance to tie it. A final from Kettle Moraine. KM 48, Waukesha West 35. So Gary's night is complete. And I'd say come visit us, but KM and Germantown aren't next to each other.
No, it's closer to go to Gary's house
It
from there.
certainly is. I can go and listen to us.
Yes.
Poor guy. So Allie Tim with an opportunity here to tie this. And she does. It's a unique free throw style, but she sure as heck has no problem knocking them down. Arnold splits the defense and lays it in. Ho hum. Have I said this before? Coach, we're spoiled. We are really spoiled with the opportunity to watch her.
I agree with that, Coach. I mean, next to Enrique, she may be the best player that's ever played in this state.
Does she get the steal? She definitely did. That's a travel. She stood up with the ball, sure enough. Caused by Enrique's defense.
I'm sorry. Arnold's defense.
Arnold's defense, thank you.
I just think that they're two of the best players that ever played in this state.
And when you've seen them and you know it, you know it.
Correct. And I've been fortunate enough to see both of them.
And I was fortunate enough to see Heidi Bunnick back in the day.
Who was
arguably one of the first big names to play in the state.
Correct.
And played at Notre Dame. And then Jenny Kraft went down to Duke. You know, we were talking big names and big programs. So
Well,
it's been there, but now it seems to be growing bigger and bigger. And rhythm three and down for KK Arnold.
she hits that consistently.
Look out.
I don't know how you stop her.
Deep answer, no good. But
Out and running.
KK, she's not going to give this. She
Oh,
does.
does.
She had Paul's kill. I don't think even Paul's kill expected that. Pass deflected. Whiz Kid comes away with it. Paul's kill looks inside. I thought our angel. We didn't see it. Arnold.
Uh-oh.
Boom! Timeout. Oh!
What happened?
They got KK for a technical, so that is a personal as well.
It is.
We're going to watch on the delay and see what she did. I'm real curious about this.
I am too, Coach. That's gonna upset somebody.
And
And
I don't know. We don't know if she said something, but it looked like all she did was this.
They get a freshman shooting the free throws. That says a lot about her.
Sure does. Like I said, it's a unique style. The other night, I asked if she shot a jumper, and she did.
Right.
Now she's keeping the tippy toes on the floor. But it looked like she did that the previous possession. As Allie gets 1 out of 2, she just kind of gave him a point. Like, if you want to sag off me, I'm going to shoot and knock this down. Now, we don't know if she said something, but boy, how about we just not focus on the negative. We've got enough of that in this world. Let's just focus on the fact that back-to-back possessions, that last one was a little bit of a heat check, and KK is just on fire. 31 on Tuesday. What's she up to now, Coach?
.32, Coach.
Oh, my goodness. With 8:40 left, and now a turnover. I want to say it's slipping away from DS, but
They're hang.
they find a way. They've been down 10, but they keep roaring back.
And they're still pressing.
And it's led to 7 second-half turnovers and 14 for the game. Of course, all stats are unofficial.
Well, exactly. And DS they're not scared to press them at all.
KK breaks the pressure,
Nice
finds Paul's
pass.
kill, and underlay. No, it's not like and hustle, but ends up in Jarecki's arms. DS push to the hoop. Jarecki's going to go shoot two. I said underlay, not underlay. I'm not Speedy Gonzalez here.
And we're not in Mexico.
Bueno. Ooh, I'd love to be down in Mexico right now, nice and warm.
Oh, yeah.
I hate cold weather, I hate it with a passion. I'm in the wrong state. Free throw, back iron.
But there's a lot of advantages in this state. 4 seasons.
Yeah, I can watch it. No. No, I hate being cold.
You just like the one season?
Yes, I really, everybody said it was so hot this summer. It was awesome. It was fantastic. Because it wasn't. Never got to 100. I mean, we had some warm temperatures, but come on, it was in the 80s and it was wonderful.
Nice pass. Oh.
A little pull up, bang! Katie
Katie.
Pompu.
And I think the BC game is going to help Germantown
Capper,
in this game.
no good.
Because they
Acker
played in
rebound.
a close game, Coach.
I think you're right. Acker splitting the defense to the hoop.
Acker wanted that.
Sure did. Just kind of flipped it up there.
I thought I had a rebound. Jarecki's first. Both teams are in a bonus, Coach.
Well, let's see if Acker hitting that last free throw gets her going. 30-second timeout. Coach Stuve, I'm going to say, is he setting up pressure? Is he setting up, changing something defensively? What's he doing here?
I would think he's going to change his defense up. That would be my guess.
I would think so, too. But I was a guy that I love changing defense every chance I could.
Right.
But again, we get to sit here and just decide, yeah, let's change defense.
Correct.
Yeah, but what this also does is gives DS a chance to set something up on the offensive end and the reciprocating defensive side. So see what happens.
Correct.
8-point game, still a lot of time left, and every time you want to discount DSHA, they come roaring back. They were down 38-28, came back to tie it at 40. Now it's a 17-9 run.
Well, these two
for Germantown.
These free throws are big, and then their defense is on the other side. And DS, their offense, they're getting into where you can't trade possessions now.
Still thinking about it.
She is for sure.
And I guarantee she's shot plenty. But just look at her career. She's shot plenty.
Yep.
And she shot 69% a year ago, so it's not as if she's a bad free throw shooter. And that one she pushed. First one short, second one pushed.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to be a push in the back. That's a pretty easy call on Pompu. She was battling, but her left hand was battling for the ball. Her right hand had a little shove in the back.
Yep.
And going down to the other end will be Kennedy Holmes. It's really given a spark for DS. And right now they need it because their offense has kind of hit the skids again. Holmes 56% into tonight's game. Gets the first one. And this is the important the important part for DS, and that's scoring with the clock stopped. At any time you can do that, you got to take advantage.
And they can set up their press too,
which is their strength, and it's down to 6, and there you go. Doubling the ball, they just lob it, and then they're sending 3 back.
Oh.
Arnold looking, pass, Paul's kill, and the basket is good. KK, the focus was on her. She gets by the first defender, fires a bullet pass to Paul's kill. Credit to Nat, staying active, goes backdoor. KK finds her, and the basket's good. So DS took 2 off the Germantown lead, but they come down and put it right back on them. Paul's kill, 3-point play. Nope, back iron. Oh.
Oop. Oops.
Inadvertent play it. Holmes, drive. Oh, fake pass. No good.
That was a good drive, just didn't finish.
Germantown pushing the other direction. Acker corrects her mask.
Like you said, Coach, just let it fall.
Let it fall. 1-on-1. Arnold loses it. Gets it to Paul's kill, who flips it up and under. No good. DeStephanis comes away with it. Left side, Holmes.
Ooh.
Under 7 now. Capper, who's had a big second half. Inside, kick out Holmes. To the hoop, no good. Offensive putback, Jensen. 2 shots for Mia Jensen. 59, 51, 6:46 left. Well, we got a little bit of a pause here. Want to remind you tomorrow night, a W7 doubleheader. Oak Creek at Arrowhead at 4. And then tomorrow night, these same Warhawks will be back on GTV as they travel to Pewaukee to take on the Pirates.
And other than Tosa West, the first game of the season, think about Germantown's schedule. KM, Pius, Brook Central, DSHA, and now Pewaukee.
That's what you want to do. Both free throws rattle around and off.
Ooh, nice job. Jarecki
Steal.
with a steal.
Finish Jensen. No, rattles off. She gets her offensive rebound and puts it back and is fouled. I said Jensen, but it's Jarecki.
Yep.
Big steal and putback. And now DS has the opportunity to cut it to 5. So it's within 2 possessions.
With a little over 6 minutes to go.
Plenty of time left. If you're DS, there's a lot of time. But they 0 for their last 3 free throws. Can't do that.
They're not giving. They're still pressing and
Have
chasing
to.
them.
Oh, but it leaves Acker open underneath. And overlays. Gets her own rebound. Kick out Arnold. Fake pass to the hoop and finish. Just so fun to watch. But credit Jalen Acker, who's had a frustrating night, getting that offensive rebound. That created those 2 points. 3 up, no good. Whiz Kid comes away with it to Arnold. Looking ahead. Pass to Paulskill, who finishes. Just like that, the lead's 10.
Now we'll see how good of shape DSHA is in, and I believe they're in really good shape.
They certainly are.
Because it's hard to climb up the hill all game.
Capper, nice move, finishes. Baseball pass, Paulskill. Got it. Great vision, KK Arnold, timeout. Coach Stuve. And it's a big one. Full timeout. We will take it with them. You're watching GTV, W7 Production. Back live on GTV. 10-point lead. Third time tonight, Germantown has had a 10-point lead. But every time they've gotten to that point, DS has come roaring back. See if they have enough in them to do it one more time. 5.5 left. It's hard to continue to climb mountains. Capper to the hoop is fouled by Acker, and that's her 4th.
Yep.
That's all well and good, but unless Capper can make at least one to get a point for the possession, they are 0 for their last 3.
And I think it's a double bonus, Coach.
The rest of the way, DS to shoot free throws. Capper gets the first one.
I don't know what Capper shot from the line, but I've seen her shoot enough, and she's a really good free throw shooter.
Are we talking a year ago?
Yes.
Well, that's 43% tonight this season thus far. Short sample again.
Yep.
Hits them both. Last year she was 69%, so
yeah,
good, decent free throw shooter. Trapping Paulskill gets the middle. Arnold.
Nice pass.
Finds the whiz kid to finish. And unless you can stop that penetration, they double team late and it allowed Germantown to set everything up. Look at DeStephanis. Oh, what a pass! Holmes 3, no good. Acker rebound. Unofficially her 11th.
Wow.
Look at 3 bodies at Acker. There's plenty open. Gets it to Wisner. Paulskill, shot fake, up, under, and off the back iron. DeStephanis wanted the baseball pass, couldn't get her arm extended.
And
Holmes, floater, no good, gets her own rebound.
Capper with a 3.
Got it. Timeout, DS. 30-second timeout. They needed that. So back-to-back possessions where the team that scores takes the timeout.
Capper's got 15 in the second half, Coach.
Well, they needed somebody to step up scoring. It was Jarecki early. It was the freshman late in the first half. Capper's done a real nice job. This pace has been, you can't say it's been a Germantown pace or a DS pace. Nobody's really dictating. It's been up and down.
Correct. They're all trying to get attack when they can.
And I want to make sure we give proper due to Casey Masterson up on the camera.
The
Thank
mighty
you.
Casey.
Thank you, Casey. We want to make sure we give her props for helping us out tonight. It is we needed a help. We needed somebody. Ed Swab and his wife. A nice dinner tonight. Yeah. Good for him. He had plans. And so Ed's not on the camera tonight, and we needed somebody, and DS being the home game, Coach Hendrick said, we'll find someone. And thankfully, Casey stepped up and helped out. Paul's kill. Yet another rebound. Germantown with the lead and the ball. Question is, do they need to shoot?
No.
Ball deflected. Now we have a turnover.
She wins the race.
Holmes to the hoop. I don't know, Coach. I'm really becoming a bigger and bigger fan of Kennedy Holmes. She's had a really nice game. Looks like she shook off some of those freshman cobwebs from the weekend.
Well, and their 2 freshmen don't play like true freshmen as of so far.
67-62. You see the time, 3:40 remaining.
See, and LD, DeStefis is doing the right thing. When she gets driving, she's backing off of her.
She needs help here as KK to the hoop and finish.
Yeah. And that's just
spoiled. Just spoiled, and I love it. So fun to watch.
Ooh.
Holmes banks it in. She says anything you can do, I can do. Not better, because it's hard to say better, but timeout.
She's got
DS
17.
again.
Holmes has 17.
Can you imagine her playing last year?
Oh.
Who was going to slow that down? Probably her teammate. Allie Tim's about the only one.
Right. And Coach Hendricks has those 2 for the next 3 years.
Well, it's basically 4. I mean, because this is only their 5th game.
5th game, yeah.
I will say those freshmen over at Tosa West, the 3 of them, Luna. Let's see. Now, I'm trying to do it off the top of my head. Oh, that's terrible. I'm trying to think of Wendler's first name. I'm cracking here.
Uh-oh. And doesn't one of them live near you?
Yes, Wendler.
Like they're your next door neighbor?
Yeah, I was talking to Mom about her, and
well, what were you going to say about the 3?
Fun, but they probably played some defense on her.
Oh, yeah.
Because those 3, they're pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
But you want to talk about fun family? The Wendler family's a great group.
Well, like we talked before, in 8th grade, Kennedy played at Christ King, and Tim Ellie played at St. Mary's Hales Corner.
And the 3 that we talked about were at St. Joe's.
Correct. So they've seen each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Luna played at Christ King.
I'm sorry, you're right. You're right. And who else?
Oh, they got O'Brien covering her now.
3, no good. Shot, rebound.
It's a 5-point game, under 3, Coach. Oh.
A little too much hair on that pass. A little too steamy. .254 left. 5-point game. Still 2 possession. Going to need somebody to come help. And Paige Robinson, who had the entire backcourt. 5 call.
Second.
Paige Robinson, instead of going left, which would have left her open, she ran to the sideline where the commotion was. At least that's the way it appeared. And if you're curious why Germantown didn't take a timeout, they have none left. And DS has 1. So interesting timeout situation. Capper, no good.
Well, the question I asked.
Offensive rebound, put back Tim, no.
Ooh, this is a big breakout.
Wisner, no good. Paul's kill, no good. Should stay. Ooh, looked like it was off Capper's head.
So you got those, WIA just did the new, you got a 20-second or 30-second
Extra timeout. So
Yeah.
maybe
Maybe
may
they
have,
got one left.
They may each have one and two. You're right.
Yeah.
I wonder if the board, I wonder if the referees are aware of that. I wonder if, because that was passed this morning.
Correct. You know, and I saw 5 when we started the game, which means
Right.
people didn't
It
know.
should be 6.
Right.
It should. Oh, you know what? Use it or lose it first half.
Well, I thought you get one in the first half and one in the second half.
You do.
So technically, Germantown still has one more.
Should. You're right. You're right. 2:20 left. We'll stop talking about timeouts. We got a heck of a game in front of us.
We do.
And an important possession for DS. Cross screen into Tim. Looking for the cutter. And Acker just fouled out. Jalen Acker just fouled out with 1 point. Am I correct on that?
You are, Coach.
Not Jay's night. And they go small. They go with another guard, Leah Hess. And opposite that, O'Brien offense-defense switch. O'Brien in. Of course, you don't want to take DeStephanis out because she's a heck of a defender too, but that might be a short break. Capper gets the first one.
No, and DeStephanis is like one of those people that when the game's over and a coach from the other team looks at her stats, you go, whoa.
Second one for Capper. Rolls around and down. 4-point game. Correction, 3-point game. KK, they got a breakaway. Robinson finishes. Great job breaking the pressure there. 2 minutes remain, back to 5-point game. Holmes. Into the lane, O'Brien, block. We haven't had a charge call yet.
No, it's on Page.
Ask any referee, and they will tell you the toughest call is the block charge.
It is.
Caitlin O'Brien stepping to the line. Free throw, good.
I was going to say, she's a good free throw
Yes,
shooter.
she is.
Too.
78% a year ago.
And when she played for me as a freshman, she shot free throws well.
Second one off left. Pulse
Nice
kill
block
rebound.
out. Whoops.
And a turnover. Don't need it. Germantown's got to understand they don't need to push the tempo.
Arnold's telling them to slow down with her hands. And the Germantown boys are in the gym.
So their game in the main gym is over. Of course, we knew that was coming. Lob, pass. Allie Tim finishes. 2-point game. 1:30 left. They send the double team over to Arnold. If no other reason to get the ball out of her hands, nobody came to the middle. Whiz kid, she traveled and got away with it. At least, well, shouldn't say that because it looked like there were some bodies in front of us that we couldn't see it. Arnold into the lane, rolls down. It hung on that rim, but it fell. 1 minute remaining, 4-point game. Jarecki, right wing, against Robinson. Bank, no good. Smallest player on the floor, Leah Hess with the biggest rebound of the night.
She just turned it over, Coach.
Throw it away. Holmes, no good. Holmes again. Blocked, but a foul call.
I think they got it on Arnold.
They did. Just another night in the GMC. Arnold's got 4 now. Acker's out. Arnold with 4. Holmes' free throw is good.
You got to remember, she's a freshman.
But the AAU all these kids play now, when they step on the floor as a freshman, they're not freshmen.
I
They're
agree
just
with
not.
what you just said. I agree with that.
They're young in age, but they're just, that freshman kind of goes by the wayside because they played great. Ball batted out. Holmes, no good. Tim, no good. Paul's kill is fouled. We had bodies hitting the floor. We had putbacks. Let's see. They got Caitlin O'Brien on the foul. It looks like Paulskill's going to hobble herself to the free throw line. DeStefanis back in.
Yeah, they're playing the offense defense
Yep.
with DeStefanis and O'Brien. That's a smart play.
Caitlin, again, one of the best athletes in the conference, in the area, in the state.
And she's only a junior.
So why not? Absolutely use those quicks.
Correct.
So nobody on the – I don't like this. I hated this. I've always hated this. Everybody, coach has their own thoughts. Free throw. I never liked it. It's too easy. You're giving up that rebound too easily. Make them work for it. You never know they're boxing. Oh, they're focused on that. It goes off their leg. It goes off their hand.
Right. Because I've done this. And
Second
the reason
one,
you
short.
do that is you don't want to get an over the back
I understand
foul.
all that, but how many of those are called in a game?
Well, that is true.
Tim?
Ooh.
Well, both refs were on it, saying foul on the floor. So Allie Tim will go to the line, down 4, 31.2. She just walked right to the line like, okay, give me the ball.
Yeah.
Free throw is good. One possession game and timeout. DS.
She's 4 out of 5 right now, Coach.
Take that. Okay, let's reset it. 31.2 left. Germantown 3 different times has had 10-point leads. 3 different times DS has come back. It's been a back and forth second half. 2 ties, 3 late lead changes. Turnovers have been aplenty. Fouls have been aplenty. Key right now, beside the 3-point lead for Germantown, Jalen Acker fouled out. KK Arnold, 4 fouls. Take us inside these huddles right now, Coach.
Coach is saying after we make the first free throw, Coach Hendricks is saying we're going to
made the first one.
the last one, the next one.
correct.
Thank you, sir. We're going to get in there. We're going to play tough defense and turn them over. And Coach Stuvey's saying block out, get the rebound, and take care of the basketball. Bless you. I mean, it's that simple.
Yep, simple basketball.
You know, and knowing how positive both coaches are, especially Coach Hendricks, I'm sure he just told Ellie, just go knock it down, and we're going to play D.
I don't think you really have to say anything to her because she's looked as comfortable as anybody in this game.
Exactly.
And again, unique style, but she knocks them down. See if she can knock down the second one. And this time she went full jumper. That's a feel thing, I promise you that. 31.2 left, 2-point game. Arnold pushing up left side. She's trying to do it on her own. Got to spread the floor. Ooh, they got it.
May have been a good foul.
Very good foul by Kennedy Holmes because it looked like a layup as WizKid had broken free by the hoop.
The Steffes is at the table.
Offense, defense. Arnold to the line. Sitting at 30, I don't even know anymore, 34 points.
Well, I'll tell you in a couple seconds.
As I've stated, under 4 minutes, she's automatic with the free throws. I don't know what she is before that, but just seems like under 4. She just knocks them all down.
39.
And there you go.
30.
It is a timeout. So
it's
if
that
you are
extra.
just wondering what we're talking about earlier today, because of COVID, they have added a timeout for each team, but you must use the additional timeout. You get one additional per half.
Correct.
So you have to use it in each half.
Correct.
So our scoreboard up here says 0 for each teams right now, but now we are certain DS has one more 30-second timeout remaining. Germantown just used their last one.
Correct. Arnold has 39, Coach.
Wow. And it's not. I mean, she had the back-to-back 3 heat check, but other than that, it's been get to the hoop, get to the hoop, get to the hoop. 23 seconds left. 3-point game.
Her 10th free throw.
Make or miss. Plenty of time left. Difference being the 1 or 2 possession game, and that is a huge difference.
Exactly.
As the gym goes quiet. Second one is no good. Tim rips down the rebound. 20 seconds.
You can get it 2 and set your defense. You don't have to get a 3.
Holmes looking to hand off a Capper. Timeout. Hendricks. He'll use his last one with 13-6 left. Going to be tough to draw up a play on that side there. And what that also does is allow Germantown take a deep breath, set their defense.
Relax.
And you're right now, okay, nobody's got a timeout left. I'm taking away the 3-point. You want to make that late? Maybe I am. I shouldn't necessarily say that, but that's what I want to do.
Exactly. You got to assume that Coach Hendricks is setting a 3, and he's got enough kids that can shoot the 3, so you can't go on 1.
Right. But as we all saw Tuesday night, you play until that buzzer sounds, because it appeared we were heading overtime the other night.
And if you can get a quick 2 here.
I've always been a believer in the quick 2. But we'll see what Coach Hendricks has in mind. Again, no more timeouts for either team.
The only one that's not a 3-point shooter right now is Kennedy. The other 4 are.
Get it in.
Oh, they set
tried
it up
Tim.
for
Yep,
Tim.
they had it. Tim, instead, she's going to go to the hoop. Floats it in.
Oh, Brian had another one.
That's a technical foul. He did have one, so the scoreboard was wrong.
Yes.
Golly. That's big.
That's huge.
Here we thought technical foul. Now it's a 1-point game. Then you absolutely go to the hoop. I really like the design.
Correct.
If you have an open 3, Tim let it fly. She was defended very well.
And she took it to the rack.
Took it to the hoop. Could have been a charge call, but good no call. Swallow that. Let them play. Let the players dictate the outcome. Tim was able to float it down. 7.7 remaining. 1-point game.
Plenty of time in a game. And I hate to say this, DS should foul immediately.
I could not agree more. I think that's pretty custom.
And then it comes down to what we've talked about all year with Germantown free throws.
And regardless, even if they make both, they got a shot.
Chance. Correct.
And I think if you're Coach Hendricks right now, you have to have some.
You have to talk
type
about
of play.
both sides. Correct.
Got to have a play set. I want to have out at half court. I want them to be able to. I mean, a 40-footer is not as bad as a forced 20-footer.
Correct.
I want that space where I can let it get my feet under me, maybe get a little run in me, maybe.
And I'm just guessing here, but my guess is Hendricks said foul immediately, and got some play set up for 6 point.
But this is what DS does as well. I wonder if they're going to send somebody deep. They're going to get it into Arnold, who's quickly fouled. No surprise there.
Right.
Took a full second off the clock.
But you got plenty of time to get the ball up the court and get a shot.
Just another night in the GMC.
Well, we've been fortunate enough to see 2 really good games back-to-back, Coach.
As the gym goes quiet, KK sets up. First one falls, and that's her 40th point of the night.
Yep.
Of course, all numbers are unofficial. Neither team with a timeout. I saw the 2 referees conferring. Neither team with a timeout. Second one, Butter. 3-point game. They push. This is where I want to get it to the trailer. Tim, 3, 2. They got to shoot it. Tim, step back 3. Not going to get there, and this one's over. Germantown wins it at the buzzer. Our score, Germantown 77. Divine Savior 74. Great game, Coach.
It was a great game.
Man, I'm exhausted. And we get to do this again tomorrow night.
Exactly.
Reminder, tomorrow night we've got a W7 doubleheader at 4, Oak Creek traveling to the U, going to Arrowhead. Another great gym. I love those old gyms. We talked about it earlier.
Gym. And that's going to be a good game.
That's going to be a really good defensive battle.
Yes.
First one to 40 wins.
I would think that Arrowhead has the upper hand on that game.
Well, we will. We'll put that out there for Troy Berglund of Pewaukee to put the line out.
There you go.
We'll see what comes of that. But Oak Creek travels to Arrowhead at 4. The Warhawks of Germantown will travel to Pewaukee. That'll be at 7. Before we wrap up tonight, getting to try to decide what to do with it, with the camera. Let's wrap up tonight's game. Go ahead. First, your thoughts. Divine Savior down 3 different times by 10 in the second half. Come roaring back, have a shot at the buzzer. Fell short. Shows their fight. Shows who they are.
Exactly. And those 2 freshmen that DSHA has are legit. You know, I still think Jarecki's a underrated player because she does a lot of things so well. DeStefficit, Lauren is another one like that, underrated, but not at the same level that Jarecki is. Sorry, Mom and Dad. But I think this was a big game for them. I think they believe now. And like I was saying before, every game they play is on the road. It's going to help them.
Great point. Flip that to the other side. Give me your thoughts on Germantown continuing to be Germantown, to do what they do, to be the class of the conference.
Well, they are the class of the conference. Good teams or great teams win these games.
And that goes back to Tuesday night when they were
Correct.
down and it looked like they were buried.
And they came back and won. And again, they won this game with one of, and I don't mean this offensive to anybody, one of their 2 stars scored 1 point and was sitting on the bench with the last, 2 minutes or 3 minutes of the game?
Which is a credit to their depth.
Correct.
And the rest of the team stepping up. But the other side, I don't think you're offending anybody when you're saying that a Division I player fouled out and had a tough night.
Correct.
Yeah, the only one that's offended right now is Jalen, and she knows she didn't have her best night.
Correct. Which means
look out tomorrow.
Exactly. Exactly.
Look out, Pewaukee.
And you're talking, in my book, 2 heavyweights tonight.
No doubt about it.
I
don't think anybody's going to argue that. I think when the rankings come out, they're not going to be affected. Not that they mean anything.
No.
A little bit here, but Germantown
means it to the girls.
I think the credit of all credit has to be shown to Germantown is this is going to help them going forward for the rest of the season when you get into these games. Hard to say that when you're talking about games 4 and 5, but when you can go back last year early on, they were bludgeoning teams. Let's face it, they were blowing everybody out. These games will help them later on.
Exactly. And last year in this game, Germantown beat DS by 40 or 50 here.
Yeah. Yes, they did.
And last year's team, on paper before this season, you would have said is a better team than this team. But I'm telling you, Brian
has been playing hard.
Exactly.
Really well.
And, people asked me what I thought, how DS was going to be. And I said, if those freshmen can play, they're going to be good.
And guess what?
They can
play.
Because Jarecki and DeStefis and Capper, Jarecki and Capper, 4-year starters on the varsity.
Right.
I mean, you got a chance. And that's, as a coach, when you're as good as these teams are, that's all you want.
That's all you ask for. Well, the old school Brewer jersey, as requested by Gary, an old school night here in the old gym. Germantown coming away with the victory, 77-74. See Coach Stuve, looks like he's talking to, I believe that's Mark Stewart, is it not?
It is.
I thought it was. So the JS Online story for tomorrow will be this game, and we hope you enjoyed it. We are happy to have brought it to you. Little hiccups as per always, but we got through them, finished strong, gave you another great game on GTV. For Ron Gavinsky, I'm Ed Rowie. You've been watching GTV at W7 Productions. A reminder, tomorrow night, Oak Creek travels to Arrowhead at 4, and your Warhawks travel to Pewaukee. 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll see you tomorrow night.